Hi guys, it's Rick from Experimental Airlines. How you going? Following on from my last video on the swordfish, you're going to build a plane. And I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. Now if you know how to wrap up a present using sticky tape, you can do this. There's minimal cutting involved and it's just about scoring and folding an ordinary everyday piece of foam board. You won't believe the results you're going to get. I didn't believe the results I was getting when I started to do this. So much so that I'm still doing this. I'm still building additional planes. I'm still building my own designs. So this is a scratch build series. There are no plans involved, but for now I'm just going to simply show how it's done. It's a lot quicker than you think, it's a lot easier than you think, and you can build a plane in a weekend and be ready to fly as a glider if nothing else. It's that simple, it's that easy, it's that quick. And you know what? It's only foam. If you happen to damage it, step on it, crash it, you just build another one. It's that easy. You get out the sticky tape, you get out the packing tape, you recover, you rescore, you refold, bit of hot glue, and you're done all over again. Part one is covering the foam board. We're actually going to be covering the foam board to build a wing. So stay tuned, it's coming right up. I hope you like the series and I hope you find it informative. Enjoy. Okay, so first and foremost, regardless of what you're going to make, the first step is to grab a piece of foam board and simply cover it with packing tape. Now the foam board piece I happen to have shows that it has blue paper around it. It doesn't really matter about the colour. You can mix and match with colour and experiment with colour depending on the coloured packing tape you're using and the colour of the paper on the foam board sheet itself. So as you can see, I'm laying down the packing tape. I'm using an orange coloured packing tape on the back of a blue foam board backing, and I'm simply putting layer upon layer of packing tape right after the last one. Now I'm crossing over the last one by about just under an 1/8 of an inch, just to give that adhesion between each strip of tape. And I'm using a gift card to help position the tape down and avoid any wrinkles in the process while you're doing so. So basically you just keep going like that. I'm measuring with a ruler now because I'm using two colours. The first 3 strips of packing tape represent the bottom of the wing, and here I'm making a wing that has a 5-inch chord. So that's the bottom part of the wing. When I actually fold the foam board over, the turning point will be the edge where the blue packing tape meets the orange packing tape. Now, as you can see, I've started with the blue packing tape, so I've decided to use blue and orange. And the blue section, as that continues, will end up being the top part of the main wing. Now I also find that if you use a solid colour, if you pick a piece of foam board that has a solid colour like the blue in this example, when you use your coloured packing tape, if you end up using the same colour, get a really nice solid colour as opposed to having a white background. And there's nothing wrong with a white background. As I said, I have experimented with colour, and you can too. Using the same colour tape on the same colour backing of the foam board gives you a really rich, strong colour. So I'm up to the second strip, which will form part of the top half of the wing. Using the gift card to position it all down nicely, wrinkle free, and simply cutting the edge off each time. So as you can see on the left hand side, I have secured tape around the edge of the table, and then I pull the reel of tape right to the back and secure that at the end of the other side of the table, using the gift card to ensure that the tape is lying flat and wrinkle free. So you can start to see as I continue to do this that the foam board covering is starting to take shape. You don't have to use two colours. If you don't want this to get too complicated, for your very first try, all you need to do is pick any packing tape. It can even be clear, or just choose a colour. It can be yellow, it can be red, it can be green, it can be blue. You don't have to complicate it by going two colours or three colours. Clear is probably the best if you just want to keep it very simple. So I'm nearly there. Just checking each strip, just going over it gently again, making sure it's adhering properly, getting the ruler out, measuring. Now I've got a 5-inch cord on this wing, which is the orange section, and the blue section, which will fold over, will represent the top half. So what I'm going to do now is just continue with the packing tape, almost as if you are simply wrapping up a present, or putting sticky tape over the end of it. I mean, this, if you've never done this before, is just as fun. I mean, if you think about it, all we're doing is covering a simple foam board piece of foam with packing tape, and you're already improving the appearance and the strength of that foam board by doing this. So you can prepare a number of these foam board sheets by simply covering them with packing tape. You don't even have to worry about color. Just pick a colour or pick a number of colours. You can make each foam board a different colour, or you can choose the same coloured packing tape for each foam board. If you wrap and cover a piece of foam board like this, and you do it for 2 or 3 or more pieces of foam board, you'll simply have stock on hand, ready for your next build, or ready to continue your existing build. That's the beauty about this. So I'm nearing the end, the other side of the foam board. Now, as you get more experience with this, as you get more proficient with this, you will probably do it a lot quicker as well. I'm a bit of a pedantic person. I like everything to be perfect. So I'm not in a hurry. I'm enjoying the process. Even while I was filming, I was enjoying the process, just focused on what needed to be done. This is just as much fun considering it's simply covering foam board with packing tape. And when you see the end result of this, and I show it up close near the camera, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's just a beautifully finished piece of foam board. It can be solid, can be clear, you can have a contrast of colours, but it's also waterproof and ready to go. I mean, this is your paint job in effect. You don't have to worry about doing anything else after you've finished building the plane. Now, this can be a wing, this can be the body, this can be the horizontal stabilizer, this can be the vertical stabilizer, it can be anything you want it to be. All we're really doing in this step is covering a piece of foam board, nothing else. But as I said, this is part one of the stretch build series. So you are actually, and I am actually covering this piece of foam board specifically for the purposes of making a wing, the main wing. So there you go. I've completed covering the entire piece. It doesn't matter if there's still a little bit left over on the very edge. You don't need to go right to the very end. The majority of the foam board piece is covered. It has achieved what we set out to achieve. I'm unsticking the top end and the bottom end away from the table, and I'll show you what it looks like shortly. I'm just going to get a nice soft rag and just give it one final rub down. Make sure it's all adhering and sticking properly and appropriately to the foam board face. And it also helps just, wipe off any dust, push out any wrinkles. Anything that doesn't come out wrinkle wise, you can just get a pin later on and make a couple of little holes and go over with the rag again. Here I'm just trimming the end pieces off after I removed it from the table, and I'll be doing the same to the other side. It's really that simple. There's nothing else to it. And by the way, for those who are interested or curious, I'm using a piece of quill foam board here. It's 500 by 750 in size, available from Officeworks and various other outlets for as little as about $10, $11, $12 or so. It just depends where you go, depends the size you buy, depends who's selling what at the time. Oh, there she is, the finished piece of foam board. I mean, as you can see, it looks pretty stunning, and it's still just a piece of foam board covered in packing tape. That's it.